Ready to start designing? In this video, we're diving into the App Customizer. We will discuss the page layout editor, navigation setup, including the header, footer, drawer menu, and footer menu, and the theme settings for colors and fonts. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of how to effectively structure and style your app. Let's start by navigating from your Shopify dashboard to the App Customizer and understanding what you're looking at when you get there. Open your Shopify dashboard. In the left sidebar, find Evlop mobile app listed under Sales Channels and click it. This is the Evlop landing page inside Shopify. From here, you can access all the tools to build your app. You have two starting points. You can pick a pre-built template to start with an existing design structure, or you can go directly to the Customize App page and build your layout from scratch. Let's click Customize App to open the editor. This is the App Customizer. Each row in the center panel is a design section. You can add new sections, drag to reorder them, and click into any section to configure its content. The preview panel on the right updates as you make changes. It always reflects the current state of the page you are editing. The preview option here helps you test your app on a real device. Click the preview button to open the mobile preview screen. The in-browser preview gives you a rough idea of your layout, but the live preview lets you open the actual app on your phone as you design. Here's how it works. Scan this QR code with your phone's camera. It takes you to the Evlop Preview app installation page. Once installed, your current app design opens automatically. Any changes you save in the customizer will reflect in the preview app in real time. Click back to return to the page layout editor. We're back in the page layout editor. This row at the top of the editor is the Header tab section. It controls the tabs that appear at the top of your app's homepage. Each tab you add here becomes a separate content area with its own independent layout. This is useful when you want to separate different product categories, promotional content, or any other sections that customers should be able to switch between quickly within a homepage. Click Add Tab to create a new tab. A new tab is created. You can see it appear at the top of the app in the preview panel. This is the new tab entry in the editor. You can rename it and configure its label and icon. And here is how the tab appears in the app preview. It shows up in the tab bar at the top. The layout area below the tab entry is empty. This is where you add design sections specific to this tab. Click this area to open the section picker and add components to this tab. The section picker shows all available design components. We'll select a product grid here. The product grid section is now added to this tab. You can continue adding more sections and drag them to reorder. Click Save to apply your changes. Once it's done, let's return to the main page editor. At the top of the editor, this drop-down shows the page you are currently editing. Clicking it lets you navigate and switch to any other page in your app. Let's open the drop-down. These are the pre-built pages in your app: Home, Collection, Product Details, Cart, and more. Each page has its own layout that you can customize independently. Select any page here to start editing it. Scrolling down in the drop-down shows more options. Custom Pages lets you create entirely new pages in your app from scratch. These are useful for adding pages that don't exist in Shopify by default, such as a dedicated landing page, an about page, or a promotional page for a specific campaign. Backup and Restore lets you save a snapshot of your current layout configuration. You can restore from a backup at any time, which is useful before making significant layout changes. We're staying on the home page, so let's close the drop-down. At the top of the editor, you'll see two tabs. The highlighted one here is Page Layout. This means you're currently editing the content sections of the selected page. The page name shown next to it tells you which page's layout you are editing. In this case, we are editing the layout of the home page. When you switch to a different page using the drop-down, this label updates accordingly. Click the Navigation tab to access navigation-related settings. The navigation panel shows 4 components: Page Header, Page Footer, App Drawer Menu, and App Footer Menu. Each one controls a different area of your app's navigation structure. Page header is the first component. It controls what appears at the very top of your app, the bar that remains fixed as customers scroll through any page. In the app preview, the page header sits here at the top. This is where your logo is placed, along with action icons such as search, cart, and any other shortcuts you want accessible from every page. Page footer is the second navigation component. It sits at the bottom of a specific page, just above the app footer. Unlike the app footer, which is global, the page footer is configured separately per page type, so you can show different content depending on which page the customer is on. To see this in practice, let's switch to the product details page. We're now on the product details page. Let's open the page footer settings. Click Page Footer to open its settings. The page footer settings for product details are now open. The selected type here is Add to Cart button, meaning this is what will appear at the bottom of every product page. In the app preview, the page footer renders here at the bottom of the product page. Because this is specific to the product details page, other pages in your app will have their own page footer configuration, or none at all. Let's go back to the home page. We're back on the home page. Next, let's look at the app drawer menu. App drawer menu is the third navigation component. It configures the slide-out panel that appears when customers tap the menu icon in the page header. In the app preview, the menu icon is here in the header. When a customer taps it, the drawer slides in from the side. The app drawer menu editor is now open. You can add links, group them under headings, and choose the layout style. It's well suited for organizing a large set of navigation links without cluttering your main interface. Each item in this list becomes a navigation link in the drawer. You can add links to collections, pages, or external URLs. Use the drag handle on each item to reorder them. In the app preview, this is how the drawer menu looks when opened. The items you configured are listed here, and customers can tap any one to navigate to that section. Let's go back to the navigation panel to open the app footer menu. The app footer menu editor is now open. This is the navigation bar that stays fixed at the bottom of the screen on every page. It never scrolls away. In the preview, the footer bar sits here at the bottom. Because it is visible on every page, only place items here that customers genuinely need access to at all times. Add items here. Each item requires a label, an icon, and a destination. The order of items in this list determines the order they appear left to right in the footer bar. This toggle controls whether text labels are shown beneath the icons. Showing labels makes the bar easier to understand at a glance. Hiding them gives a more compact visual appearance. The layout style setting changes how the footer items are distributed. For example, evenly spaced across the full width or grouped towards the center. Click the Theme tab to open the theme settings. This is the theme page. It is organized into several sections. We'll go through each one. Theme colors is the first section. Here you set your primary and secondary brand colors, which are applied to buttons, links, and highlights throughout the app. You can also configure semantic colors, success, warning, and danger, which are used for system-level feedback, such as cart confirmations, stock warnings, and error messages. The color scheme option lets you set the app to light mode, dark mode, or system. Light and dark apply a fixed color mode across the app. System automatically matches whatever mode the customer's device is set to. This is the recommended option as it respects the customer's personal preference. The custom font section is where you can add Google Fonts for your app. Overall, this theme font section lets you define the typefaces used across your app. You can set a primary font for body text and an accent font for buttons and headings. The selected fonts are applied consistently on both iOS and Android. ensuring a uniform typographic experience. Brand images is where you upload your app's logo and set placeholder images. The header logo appears in the page header on every page. Placeholder images are shown whenever a product or collection does not have its own image, keeping the layout visually consistent even with incomplete product data. App UI Colors gives you fine-grained control over specific interface areas. You can set separate background and accent colors for the header, body, and footer zones independently. This is useful if you want distinct visual regions within the app. For example, a dark header with a light body. Also, you can set the app UI colors for dark mode for more precise branding. And last but not least, the product list item colors controls the styling of product cards throughout the app. You can set the color and font weight for product titles, prices, and compare app prices. This ensures product information is consistently readable and matches your overall design. There is also a More tab at the top right. Let's open it. The More tab gives access to additional tools that extend your app beyond the core layout and styling settings. Reusable custom blocks let you design a component once and reuse it in multiple places across your app. You define a block type, such as a header, product card, page section, or sidebar, and it becomes available as a selectable option in the layout editor. This avoids duplicating the same design work across different pages. Custom Icons lets you replace the default icon set with your own. You can upload SVG icons for menu items and navigation buttons. This is relevant if your brand uses a specific icon style that differs from the standard library. Automation Flow lets you define trigger-based actions within the app. For example, when a customer opens the app, completes a purchase, or visits a specific page, you can configure what happens next, such as displaying a pop-up or redirecting to another page. This gives you control over key moments in the customer journey. WebView Embedding lets you turn your existing Shopify storefront into a native mobile app without a redesign or data migration. It automatically strips away headers, footers, and website pop-ups for a native look and feel, while keeping cart contents, login sessions, and custom third-party tracking scripts completely in sync. Any updates you push to your website instantly reflect in the app, bypassing long App Store review delays. Product stickers and badges let you add visual labels to product cards, such as sale, new, or trending. You can apply them to individual products or configure rules to apply them automatically based on product conditions. App Templates gives you access to pre-built app design templates. Applying a template replaces your current layout configuration with the selected template structure. Useful if you want to start from a different baseline design. That covers all the sections in the App Customizer. You now have a full picture of how the App Customizer is structured. From building page layouts and configuring navigation, to setting up your theme and using advanced tools. Each section can be revisited and adjusted independently at any time. The App Customizer gives you full control over your app's structure and appearance. Take what you've learned here and start building your layout.